Today I'm showing you 3 ways to crumble. I love crumble and anything crumble related, so we're baking blueberry and white chocolate crumble cookies, raspberry crumble bars, and stone fruit crumble. Hi everyone and welcome to Beat the Rush. This is where I share my vegetarian recipes, so if that's your thing, consider subscribing. Let's start with white chocolate blueberry crumble cookies. To a food processor, add 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of rolled oats, half a cup of packed light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 100 grams of cubed cold butter. Mix for about a minute until you achieve fine crumbs. Set aside half a cup of this mix. Add 100 grams of chopped white chocolate and pulse. Then add 1 egg and pulse until combined. Heat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Line a tray with parchment paper. Roll the dough into 12 balls, adding 3 or 4 blueberries to each one. You could add blueberries to the dough all at once after the egg, but some cookies would have a lot and some very few or none. To the reserve mix, add 1 tablespoon of demerara sugar. Lightly press the cookies down. Then sprinkle each cookie with about 1 teaspoon of the mix, lightly pressing down. Bake for 10 minutes or until the edges are lightly golden. Transfer to a wire rack to cool. And there you have it, crumbly and fruity cookies. Also, white chocolate makes everything better. Let's move on to some stone fruit crumble. Heat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Chop 4 cups of stone fruit. I use apricots and peaches. Ideally, the fruit should be ripe. If, like mine, your fruit isn't very ripe, just add some sugar. I didn't because I don't mind the tartness. And then you have a good excuse to have it with some vanilla ice cream. Add 1/4 of a cup of light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes. Meanwhile, to a food processor, add 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of rolled oats, half a cup of packed light brown sugar, half a cup of chopped almonds, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 100 grams of cubed cold butter. Mix for about a minute until you achieve fine crumbs. Spread the crumble mix on the top of the fruit. Sprinkle 1 tablespoon of demerara sugar and bake for 15 minutes or until golden. This crumble is delicious with yogurt for breakfast, with ice cream for dessert, and by itself anytime. Finally, as I believe there's no such thing as too much crumble, let's make some raspberry crumble bars. Let's start by heating the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. To a food processor, add 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of rolled oats, half a cup of packed light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 100 grams of cubed cold butter. Mix for about 1 minute until you achieve fine crumbs. Add 1 egg and pulse until combined. Set aside 1 cup of this mix for the crumble topping. Line a small pan with parchment paper. Press the mix onto the bottom of the pan. Bake for 10 minutes until lightly golden. Meanwhile, in a small bowl, mix 2 cups of frozen raspberries, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. On top of the crumble base, spread the raspberry mix and sprinkle the remaining crumble. Bake for 25 minutes or until golden. Allow it to cool a bit in the pan before cutting into 12 squares. These are fruity and not too sweet, and their texture is somewhere between a cookie and a cake, soft but crumbly. I will link these recipes in the description box below. Check the website for more vegetarian recipes and consider subscribing so we can beat the rush together. Thanks for watching and see you next time.